Okay, I'm just going to zoom this a little bit, so zoom, make it a little bigger so we can see a little better. All right. So this particular video is about writing a polynomial given some piece of information. So basically, if we are looking at our notes, I'm looking at page 11 and basically example 4. So this is the instruction is given to us, and I'm then going to go to the last problem and demonstrate that. So it says write the polynomial in a factored form by using the given information and then sketch the graph. I'm going to leave out the sketch the graph part because that's something that you've already done, and I've also posted another video for that, but this is only to write the polynomial given the following information. Once a polynomial is completely written, you should be able to graph it because we've done that in the previous lesson. So let's see how we're going to write the polynomial. It says the polynomial is of degree 5, right? Okay, let's keep that information away. And then they've given us 1 point in the polynomial. Okay, we'll keep that away too. But this is what we're going to start with the zeros, because it tells us to write the polynomial in a factored form. So from the zeros I can write the factor. So my zeros are -4, -2, 1 and 3. 3 alone has a multiplicity of 2. If they do not mention the multiplicity, that means it is a multiplicity of 1. So one thing I don't have is I don't have the leading coefficient, which can be positive or negative. For that I'm going to write A, because you need to know the leading coefficient along with the factors to be able to calculate, to be able to find out the end behavior and as well as things like y-intercept. So anyway, let's first write out the x-intercepts using this information that's given to us. So so this is my 0, that means my x-intercept will be x plus 4. This is -2, so it will be x plus 2. Remember, from the factors, you find the solution of the zeros, it becomes the opposite sign, correct? I hope all of you remember that. This is x plus 1, so you write x minus 1, and this is so this is positive 3, so you write x minus 3, but this alone will be squared because of multiplicity of 2. That means the factors are occurring twice. That's what we mean by that. Okay. Now, we do have most of the polynomial except a. So we need to solve for that a, and that's where I'm going to use the given point that is given to me. P is of degree 5. I actually already know that just from the factors. Remember, how do you find the degree? You basically add the exponents of the factor if it's in the factored form. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that I already know. So for me to find a, I use this point. What does this mean? P of 0 equals 2 basically means the same as saying f of x. So this is my x. If x is 0, y will be 2. So all I'm going to do is substitute this in my equation to solve for a. P of x or f of x is the same as y, so that's my 2. A, x plus 4, 0 plus 4, 0 plus 2, 0 minus 1, 0 minus 3 squared. What is the value you get? A multiplied by 4 times 2 times -1 times -3 squared is positive 9. So what do I get here? So 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 9 is 72. So 2 equals -72a. Therefore, a equals, divide by 72 on both sides, is -136. So now I know that my leading coefficient is negative. So that will help me graph. But anyway, let's go ahead. Our goal is to write the polynomial. My polynomial is, this is where it's coming from. The only thing that was missing is a. So -136. Sorry, -1/36, I should say it properly, x plus 4, x plus 2, x minus 1, x minus 3 squared. So this is my first step towards this problem where they tell you to write the polynomial given the information. From here we are going to graph, but I'm going to let you guys finish the graph yourself because like I said, you know how to graph. The first step is to find the end behavior. I'll just quickly go ahead and do that. Maybe let me take a minute to do that. The end behavior is basically my degree is 5. Right? Degree is 5 and it is a negative leading coefficient. So it's going to behave like a linear graph because 5th degree, linear graph, you go down the hill, right? So it's going to start here and end here. And then my x-intercepts, everybody good? Because fifth degree negative. My x-intercepts are negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative, I even have it here, negative 4, negative 2, positive 1, and positive 3. And all of them are cross, 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 except this is touch. And then my y-intercept, I actually don't even have to do anything to calculate my y-intercept because it tells me right here, if x is 0, this has to be the y-intercept. This is also the y-intercept. But otherwise, how do you find the y-intercept? You set x to be 0. This x is already set to 0, so my y-intercept is 2. So using these points, you can graph cross, cross again, go to y equals to 2, cross again, touch this and turn around. This is your graph and this is your end behavior. So we did the whole thing. We wrote the polynomial and we graphed. Alright? Okay, hope this was helpful.